All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to go on a little linguistic adventure. We're taking a word that honestly, we all think we know inside and out, and we're going to see what secrets are hiding just beneath the surface. So, here's the big question. How much can one single, simple word really teach us about the entire English language? You'd actually be amazed. We're putting one common word under the microscope to find out. And the word we've chosen for this deep dive is ill. Yeah, I know. It seems almost too simple, right? But using the Simple English Wiktionary as our guide, we're going to break it down and see just what we can dig up. Okay, first things first, the sound. It's about as basic as it gets, a single syllable, ill. Easy enough? But trust me, that simple sound is just the very beginning of our story. So, let's look at its main job. Most of us use ill as an adjective, a word that describes something. But it's not just a one-trick pony. It's got a couple of very different meanings packed into it. The first one is the one we all think of immediately. To be ill just means you're sick, you're not feeling well, your health is bad. It's the classic definition. And the source gives us a pretty powerful example of this. One boy died, and the other is seriously ill in the hospital. It's a direct, serious sentence, and it's crystal clear what ill means here. It's that medical sense of the word. But here's where it starts to get more interesting. There's a totally different slang meaning. Ill can also mean you're angry or disturbed. It's not about your body at all. It's about your emotions. For this one, the example is, you are making me ill with your attacks. See that? The exact same word completely changes its meaning depending on the context. That kind of flexibility is what makes language so cool. And to really get a feel for it as an adjective, you can look at the words around it, the synonyms, words like sick and unwell. That's what we'd expect. But looking at the antonyms, well, healthy, good, that really nails down this core idea that something is just wrong. But hold on, we are not done yet. Ill isn't just a descriptive word. Oh no, it can actually play a few different roles in a sentence. And this is where its hidden depth really starts to show. What's really fascinating here is that ill can also be an adverb and even a noun. As a noun, it's got a plural form, ills, like the ills of society. But if you look closely at the details here, they're a little thin. In fact, the source page literally says, and I love this short section needs someone to add to it. How cool is that? It's not a mistake. It's a perfect little reminder that our understanding of language and the resources we use are always growing and changing. It's a team effort. Okay, so we've looked at the word ill from a few angles now. We know its meanings, its different jobs, even the holes in its online definition. All of this has been building to the big reveal, the real reason we picked ill for this explainer. What is it that makes this one little word so special? Well, tucked away right at the top of the source is this one simple, crucial line. Ill is on the Basic English 850 list. Wait, what? What on earth is the Basic English 850 list? 850. That number is the key to everything. It is not just some random number. It represents this incredible idea about how language works. So, Basic English was this project back in the 1930s to create a super simplified version of the language. The goal was to build a core vocabulary of just 850 essential words. And yep, ill made the cut, that could be used for clear and effective communication all over the world. And that brings us to the main point of all this, the surprising power of just 850 words. So why does this idea from nearly 100 years ago still matter? What can it really teach us today? Let's just quickly recap what our little deep dive on ill showed us. First, even the simplest words can have layers of meaning. Second, you don't need a huge vocabulary to be a powerful communicator. That was the whole point of Basic English. And finally, every single word, even a common one like ill, is a piece of a much larger, more fascinating system. So that leaves us with one last question to think about. What other simple words are you using every single day that might be hiding their own complex stories? Something to chew on. Thanks for joining me.